Good morning everyone. Today is January 1st, Thursday, on a very first day, on the first month of the year 2026. I wish you all a happy new year. So it's now 6:33 in the morning, which is 7:33 in Japan, thanks to 1 hour time difference, where Japan is an hour ahead of Hong Kong. I am now going to the airport to catch my morning flight from Hong Kong to Fukuoka. I am taking the first local bus of the day. Well, okay, let me correct myself. It's actually 5:33 in Hong Kong, 6:33 in Japan, because I already adjust my watch to destination time before I slept last night, so apologies. So it's actually 5:33 in Hong Kong, and I'm taking the first local bus to the airport to prepare for my morning flight from Hong Kong directly to Fukuoka. It's the first bus of the day, but there are quite a lot of people boarding the bus. As I observed, not only those who for traveling, but also for those who might be working. Even like today, January 1st in Hong Kong, it's a public holiday. So without further ado, for now I will just sit back, enjoy and relax on this maybe like 45-minute drive from my grandma's place on the estate directly to the airport. Good morning everyone. It's now 20 minutes past 7 in Hong Kong, which is 20 minutes past 8 in Fukuoka or Japan in general. I have already scanned my boarding pass to get the bag tag for my check-in bag, because I do have one. Then already drop my bag, go through the customs, and already head straight to my gate, which is gate 523. It looks like this. So apparently you won't see your actual flight yet, but which that means that you need to take the connecting bus instead of the automated train in order to see the actual aircraft. Right. Okay. So you might wonder why I choose or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention please? This is the final boarding call for HK Express Flight UO756, code share with Cathay Pacific Flight CX5756. Departing to Chiang Mai. Would all remaining guests please proceed to boarding gate immediately? Thank you. 各位旅客請注意 ，HK Express UO756代號共享航班國泰航空 CX5756前往清邁，現正最後召集。請所有尚未登機之旅客馬上前往登機閘口。航班即將起飛，多謝。
各位旅客请注意，这是香港快运航空 UO756代号共享航班国泰航空 CX5756前往清迈的最后召集，请所有尚未登机的旅客马上前往登机闸口，航班即将出发，谢谢。
Apologies for the announcement interruption. I am actually flying greaterbayairlines from Hong Kong directly to Fukuoka. It's a daily flight, but it's a seasonal daily flight between, I think, during the Christmas and New Year period. If I'm correct, it's from December 16th to January 4th. For this greaterbayairlines seasonal flight HB3368. It's a Boeing 777-300 aircraft. Registration number is B-KJB. It's full economy class cabin, and each seat pitch or leg room, it's 30 inches, seat width it's 17 inches if I'm correct. You might wonder why I'm flying Greater Bay Airlines, which is a relatively new airline, and it's also a seasonal route. Of course, alternatively, you can fly like in the announcement you mentioned, it was mentioned, Hong Kong Express or Cathay Pacific or Hong Kong Airline. They are the 4 airlines which fly directly between Hong Kong and Fukuoka. However, when I booked a month-ish ago, like the time-wise, also the flight ticket, well, one way from Hong Kong to Fukuoka, Greater Bay Airline offers, for me, it's the most economical price in terms of everything, the price, the departure time as well. So my flight actually will depart at 8:25, which is like an hour-ish from now, and should arrive in Fukuoka, well, after the 1 hour time difference, 12:30 at noon. So yeah, so that's why I'm flying with Greater Bay Airline on today, January 1st, 2026, the first day of the first month of the year, flying with Greater Bay Airline at gate 523, Boeing 737-800 HB3368, full economy class aircraft, B-KJB, seat pitch 30 inches, and the seat width, if I'm correct, it's 17 inches. They are still boarding like the second round of the connecting bus from gate 523 to here. So before departure, let me quickly introduce some of the features of this Boeing 737-800 aircraft in economy class. So that's 27A, as mentioned. It's the 20, the 6th row of the economy class cabin, left hand side or window seat. Seat pitch on legroom, it's 30 inches, which is not too bad for this 3-ish hour morning flight to Japan. You get a seat pocket as well. Seat width, it's 17 inches. There is no headrest, unfortunately. Every seat you get a coat hook and also to USB port as well. For me, the phone it's charging, it's working, and the speed of the battery seems alright to me. So obviously that's under your seat, good enough to put your bag as well. That's your tray table. You can move it back and forth, but you can't fold it in half, unfortunately. Okay, so here you get safety information, in-flight magazines, and maybe and probably a menu as well. So again, safety card, some magazine as well, and cafe and shop, because normally meal is not included on a Greater Bay Airline flight. You have to either pre-purchase online or make your add-on purchase during the flight. So that's pretty much it on today, January 1st, 2026, Thursday morning from Hong Kong to Fukuoka on board Greater Bay Airline Boeing 737-800 B-KJB, all economy class cabin, 6-row, window seat to the left, 27A, 30 inches of seat pitch and 17 inches of seat width.
先至將救生衣充氣，需要充氣嘅時候，只需用力拉紅色手掣或者用吹氣管充氣。救生衣上面附有哨子同燈。If needed, our crew will provide life jackets for children and inflatable cots for babies. 如果有需要，機艙服務員會提供兒童救生衣或者嬰兒頭床。If there's an emergency or you hear the phrase, "This is the captain. Brace, brace." Adopt the position shown in the safety instruction card. 緊急情況下或者聽見 "This is the captain. Brace, brace." 請根據安全指示卡做出保護自己嘅姿勢。The escape path lighting switches on automatically during an emergency. Please follow the crew's instructions and go to the nearest exit. 緊急情況下，逃生路線嘅照明系統會自動亮起。請遵照機艙服務員嘅指示到最近嘅逃生出口。Our crew are pointing out the exit now. 機艙服務員正為你指示逃生出口。It is important to leave your baggage when you evacuate. Carrying baggage will block the aisle. Baggage and high heel shoes may damage the slide. 逃生時請將行李留下，攜帶行李會阻塞逃生通道。行李同埋高踭鞋亦都可能會損壞逃生滑梯。Please take a look at your safety card for
quite know how to say it in English, but in Cantonese it's called so. It's from Imperial Patisserie, and then you also get a complimentary cup of tea or water. I opt for water. Why? Because I already pre-purchased something online, which is the big pork chop tomato rice. The cutlery though are plastic, as if the spoon, knife, and fork. Plastic, yes. And I did not realize, like for some reason, I did not realize Greater Bay Airline provide complimentary snack and drink as well. So immediately on board, I used the call bell button. Do you see the blue one? Yes. The call bell button to call one of the cabin crew to purchase a can of drink, which is mentioned in the in-flight magazine. I did not realize they actually have the outdated one, which is a thick one. Supposedly, I want to get the bottle lemon tea, but the cabin crew, she said the thick one magazine is the old one. She kindly referred me to the thinner magazine, which is the updated one. So instead, I get a can of Thai Hing classic milk tea to pair up with the big pork chop tomato rice. So basically, the meal that you have to purchase, it's the big pork chop tomato rice and the milk tea, whereas the snack, the woody sole, and also a cup of water, they are complimentary. So without further ado, I don't want to, make my food, keep it like warm right now, because if you guys have not realized, I haven't eaten anything in the airport. So this is my breakfast / brunch. I am quite hungry now, so without further ado, I will dive into it ASAP. Well, toilet time after I had my meal complimentary, and also the pre-purchase or purchase during the flight as well. Obviously, there are not much entertainment. There is no in-flight entertainment screen. Your sort of entertainment is the browsing the in-flight magazine, like outdated, updated, or also enjoy the daylight view from Hong Kong to Fukuoka. So obviously, I'm now in the toilet. There are, I believe, 2 toilets at the rear of the aircraft, this Boeing 737-800. The toilet, I would say it's pretty small, but still I would say good enough for me, 5'10" to move around. There is a coat hook, handrail in case of turbulence, mirror, tissue, soap, wash your hands, extra tissue, you dump your bin. I would say the previous passenger or whoever it is, hygiene it's so-so. Another handrail in case of turbulence, so 1 handrail, 2 handrails, 1 coat hook. There is a baby bassinet in case you are traveling with infant, and that's the when you need to do your business. So I'll quickly do my business in order to not to disturb other passengers who might be waiting outside. Okay, my apologies, that is actually not a piece of tissue, but rather a piece of towel. So time to do my business. I mean, I finished. Time to flush it. Amen. Too bad. Fukuoka. It's now 20 minutes past 12 on local time here in Fukuoka. wrap up today's flight on the first day of the first month of the year. Greater Bay Airlines, Boeing 737-800 in economy class, HB3368 from Hong Kong to Fukuoka. So check-in process begins at obviously Hong Kong Airport. You go to the self-check-in kiosk to complete the check-in to get your physical boarding pass if you wish, and also your bag tag. If you do have a check-in bag, then unfortunately Greater Bay Airline still does not yet have the automated bag drop. You have to go to those traditional counters to do the bag drop. Thankfully, although today is like still a public holiday in Hong Kong, the queue moved pretty smoothly. It takes like for me roughly half an hour to finish a bag drop, then go straight through to immigration and then head to gate 523 where today's flight depart. Thankfully, I do not need to take the automated train, but if you could, especially during this peak season holiday time, it's better for you to leave a bit more time to check in, so that not that rush. Well, for me, it's optional for you to have some kind of food in the airport or during the flight. For Greater Bay Airline, in this case, I did not realize they actually offer complimentary snack and drink. The snack is 2 pieces of, I know the English of wood, so it's palmier, hopefully I pronounce it correctly, and a cup of drink of your choice. I chose water because, well, let me explain. So once like in the air, roughly around 45 minutes, the meal service begins. So they actually begin from those who pre-purchase online, like me. I pre-purchased the baked pork chop tomato rice. Then I use the call button because like the rice is like with rice only, does not have a drink. So I use the call bell to ask the cabin crew for a can of milk. Of course, I have to pay, but good enough, the cabin crew responded pretty quickly, kindly advised the in-flight magazine is a bit outdated. So yeah, but at least I got what I want. Then they start the actual meal service, starting from the complimentary snack and drink. Then if you want to add on, then you need to do it, select through the magazine, which I did not do so because I know if you pre-purchase online, it is cheaper. Like my big pork chop tomato rice, for example, if you pre-purchase online, it's 68 Hong Kong dollars, whereas if you purchase during the flight, it's 90 Hong Kong dollars. That it's 22 Hong Kong dollars cheaper, or roughly 20-something% cheap. So if you like to purchase, if you could pre-purchase online, why not? Otherwise, except like there's no adjustable headrest, the USB port it's working like the speed of the battery, I would say it's pretty good as well. Seat pitch or leg room, 30 inches of seat pitch, 17 inches of seat width. It's alright, good enough to still put a bag under the seat for me to stretch a bit as a 5'10" inch tall person. Okay, talk about the food. The complimentary palmier is very good. It's really flaky and buttery as well. As of the pre-purchase baked pork chop tomato rice, it's a bit chewy for the baked pork chop because it's not much fat on it. But otherwise, the fried rice, well, Hong Kong style, it has to be fried rice based. It is quite tasty as well. The amount of the tomato sauce is just right, not too much, not too little, not too little as in too dry, but not in too much as in like too watery. Just good enough to take in like every bit of rice with a bit of sauce and a bit of the pork chop as well. From what I observed in this aircraft, well, it's full economy class. It is around like 90% full with some spare seats, which I believe because you can actually, if you purchase a more expensive economic bundle, you can actually block your neighbor's seats off. So that's why it's like that could explain why this aircraft today is 90% full. So that's a wrap on today's flight. January 1st, 2026, Greater Bay Airline, Boeing 737-800 B-KJB, HB3368 from Hong Kong to Fukuoka. In this full economy class aircraft, I'm sitting at 27A, the 6th row of the economy class, left hand side to the window. Yeah, window north aisle, 30 inches seat pitch, 17 inches of seat width. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the video from Hong Kong to Japan. First time since COVID-19. I not only give a like to this video, but also subscribe to this channel and follow my Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat and Twitter, so you guys won't miss out my days here in Fukuoka, Japan. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Wow, enjoy the landing. Again, this video is on the first day of the first month of the year 2026. Last but not least, I wish you all a happy new year, happy 2026. Arigatou gozaimasu.
welcome and welcome to Fukuoka. The local time now is 12:43 in the afternoon and the temperature is 6 degrees Celsius. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. You may now use personal electronic devices. Please take care when opening the overhead compartments as the item inside may fall out. Please ensure that you have all your belongings before leaving the aircraft. If you require further assistance, please contact our ground staff. On behalf of greaterbayairlines and the entire crew, we would like to thank you for joining us on this trip and we hope to see you on board again soon. Goodbye. 各位乘客歡迎嚟到福岡，而家係當地時間下午12時43分，氣温係攝氏6度。為安全起見，請你留喺座位並保持安全帶扣上，直到航機完全停定及扣上安全帶嘅燈號熄滅為止。現在可以使用個人電子用品。請小心打開行李櫃，避免物件跌下。離開嘅時候請帶齊所有嘅隨身行李。如你需要協助，請與地勤人員聯絡。謹代表大灣區航空及全體嘅機組人員，多謝你選乘本航班，我哋期待好快再次與你見面。再見。